Welcome back, my dark means, to the Dark Void, ruled by me, 951. And today, we're going to be watching some Marvel Rivals content. And what I mean by that, we're going to be watching Marvel Rivals is not full off. For Overwatch is cooked. Which, I'm going to say this now, if you haven't heard of Marvel Rivals, what the heck have you been doing for the past, since last month? Since December. Seriously, this game came out and it took the world by storm. Eric was playing it. I played it. I played in the beginning, and I would still like heck. Even till now, I'm still playing. Every chance I get, I'm playing it right now. Before again, just to let you know, this is by Stylosa. Like I said, this is by Marvel. It's not finally off. Overwatch is cooked and everything, yada yada. But oh my god, Marvel is so good. I literally cannot stop playing it. Every chance I get, I play that game. I wish there were some changes with the game's chrono tokens, but that's a whole nother issue. But yeah, also not only that, we got the Fantastic Four arriving. We also got Susan Storm, who everyone's going to be picking, of course, for obvious reasons. And we get Dracula arriving here. And also, basically, people are saying we might be getting a little robot as a companion. I don't know. Either way, I can't wait to see the videos of the Thing versus Hulk and see who is the strongest. It's going to be very interesting. Seriously, it's going to be very interesting. And I know everyone hates Fantastic Four. Alright, yada yada, I know. It doesn't matter. I'm glad that we're getting more characters here. Especially 4 right now. They're cooking. Also, plus, we're still waiting when we're getting Doctor Doom. See, where is Doctor Doom here in all this? Where is he? Seriously, I want to play Doctor Doom. Either way, it doesn't matter. But that's another issue. That's another entirely thing. Either way, we're gonna be watching this, and I'm gonna give you. And when this video ends, I'm gonna give you my 2 cents of what I think this should be making it better, and also why Overwatch may be also ironically on life support right now. But that's that. That's the end of the video. But right now, let's begin. Sorry, I almost went on a rant, but Marvel's base is growing, blah, blah. Let's begin. Stylosa, take it away.
This is actually insane. Why isn't Marvel Rivals dying off?
Because it's the best game right now.
So,
it's a game people want.
1 month to the day since Rivals launched.
Yeah.
Globally.
1 month.
And the game is actually increasing in average concurrent players.
You don't see that every day.
Platform we can see the statistics of, and that of course is Steam. So take a look at this, and remember what I always say about
this is Steam.
DB. It isn't the be all and end all. These things on here, yeah, they look impressive, whatever. It is not indicative of a game overly performing well or a game overly performing bad. It just means the game's performance on Steam. And we can look at the concurrent player base of said game. Now, what this means is we can see the Steam player base. Now, it doesn't extrapolate out to the consoles, which is a lot more difficult to see the actual player base numbers.
Yeah, but
it's pretty much impossible. You can see lists but still Rivals in the top of the lists on Xbox and on PlayStation. For like the most popular games being played, but again, numbers are a little bit sort of iffy. There are places you can go to try and find them. Steam DB gives accurate data because it pulls it from Steam's API, so we can see straight up who is playing this game. And this graph, what is really interesting with this graph, it is the holy grail for game developers, especially for live service games.
It's literally doing good right now.
Launch your game and the graph to drop down. Now, I could very easily take a cheat
because of how the game plays.
And go, here's the Overwatch graph. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but you guys know what that graph looks like. And if you it basically, it drops.
Yeah,
off.
That game's about to die.
Dropped off. There's updates throughout time, things like new heroes, and stuff like that. It creates a little bit of a bump. Nothing ever really gets back to the size of the launch numbers, and it sort of goes away. The difference with Rivals, though, and why this is the holy grail of game developers, especially for live service games, is the number was kind of going down, and then it started to go up. And that is a very rare phenomenon. It basically means the game has got...
And it's probably going to go up even more.
It's got me thinking.
Because Fantastic Four is about to come out.
Why is this game so good? Now, this is an insane
obviously because everyone likes the characters.
It is the game I've been playing.
It's a game that we all want.
Period. Easily.
And people are hungry for this kind of game.
And I'm massively addicted to that, but I just keep coming back to Rivals. It is so much fun. I think we need to take a look at this and work out what's going on.
Plus,
this game
you can actually play this just without dying every 5 seconds.
Let's do this.
You have a chance to win.
So the art direction,
have a chance to survive a battle.
Gameplay and the IP, it is all top tier. And the presentation, it is all top tier. Yes, there are questions over the game's performance. There are times when performance is quite bad in the game, But the heroes themselves, the designs of the heroes, the way their kits function, it's great. And some heroes are completely revolutionary in the hero shooter genre. I mean, I look at a hero like Strange, and I think that is very similar to what you got with Tracer when Overwatch launched. A hero that could, go back in time? Could flash around the map? This is crazy, right? What a hero. What an insane design.
Maybe back in time.
Well, Rivals has kind of brought that into 2025.
Maybe back in time. Second Strange doesn't go back in time here.
And they go, yeah, you can just have
use portals.
Game and you can just, it functions like a portal. And all the physics function through it as well. And yeah, it's just actually insane. It feels like innovation and it feels really polished. And so when I look at things like the IP, I go, okay, yeah, Marvel Rivals. It uses a Marvel IP. It's literally the biggest, or one of the biggest IPs.
But a game, but an IP does not always work.
Star Wars, etc.
Meet the, it's a Marvel's Avengers version.
Everyone knows who the heroes are, especially the mainline heroes. Now, I came into this game fully saying,
also plus,
I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. Yeah, I've watched
also plus
movies. I mean,
have you seen the characters?
Across this complete back,
come on,
but I've not seen
fan service. Ahoy!
Cinematic universe movies. I mean, maybe
I haven't seen any of the Marvel movies,
but I don't really go out of my.
But I do know who the Marvel characters are.
That interested. I've seen
some of them
movie here
new to me.
Yeah, it's fine, right?
Hey,
like I said, I watched a couple of the series on Disney Plus and whatnot. Yeah, they're okay.
I watched the last series when I was a kid.
It was pretty good. But yeah, I'm not like a die-hard Marvel fan. So the IP itself didn't technically appeal to me in a crazy way, but actually, it's so good. Like, it's so good because they've got such a varied foundation to build on. Because obviously, you know, Marvel. How many years old is Marvel? You know, how many heroes is there? It's like. It must be insane for the developers to just have this playbook which they can go and take a look at and go, well, we need a hero. Oh, look, we can add this hero. Oh, we can do this or we can do that. It's so good. It's just incredibly good. But I think the Overwatch comparison, when you look at things like presentation,
I stopped playing that game.
Overwatch, yeah, the UI and the menu system and stuff, it's very similar to Overwatch, but it's done really well. It's very polished. Things like the hero gallery, it's really, really good. I mean, I really like that sort of parallax effect you get when you hover over heroes for selection. That's just great.
Oh, yeah.
Something like Overwatch 2, it's just a square box that gets a little bit bigger when you hover over it. So you
and then
see
it just pops out
of increased polish, a level of wow, this is really slick, this is really smooth. The sound design in the game is something I don't think a lot of people touch on. It's great. Like the music before you
don't forget the structures.
Don't
forget the structures.
Straight up vibes from Overwatch. Awesome music. You're getting hyped up. You're ready to go. I mean, I don't want to turn the in-game music off. I want to leave it on. It sounds great. I love it. Literally every map has got an insane soundtrack. It's just incredible.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, then you throw in things like the art direction.
Hopefully they put more maps here.
Come to life. It's third person, and this again is something where, you know, I think I was a little bit skeptical of this to begin with because hey, I come from an FPS world. Actually, it being third person means you get to fully appreciate the skin, and dare I say it, I am actually really enjoying the skins in this game to the point of I can see myself buying them. I found that very hard in Overwatch. It sounds insane.
There's a lot of skins that are pretty good. Some of them okay, some of them great, some of them eh.
Skins. Obviously, you guys had major issues with the monetization of that game. And all
that's a whole nother issue.
The whole way it went from, the whole way it launched, it's free to play. Whereas with Rivals, yeah, I know it's still expensive, but at least the game has launched with, you know, this is the way it's going to operate. So you are prepared, you can see what's going on. And they do actually give you some skins for events and stuff like that with the Jeff skin recently. And again, Overwatch is similar to that, so it's not totally unique. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like, this is going to sound actually insane to say this out loud, but I feel like you get more value from the skin in Rivals just because you can see it. Now, in Overwatch, yeah, sometimes you can see the skin using certain abilities like a Reinhardt charge. But, you basically just see the weapon, right? So
you don't really see the skin.
Just feeling Rivals, yeah. But it's not even just that, right? It's things like the MVP animations. The way they're done is so awesome. They look really good. They've got their own custom backgrounds and all kinds of stuff going on. It's just an evolution.
I'm getting so distracted by the background right now.
Really well made. And I think that makes people keep coming back because it feels, I mean, can I say this in 2025? It actually feels like a finished game when it launched, which is insane to say because every game should be finished, but it really does. It feels very well made.
You're not being cheapskated.
The frequent updates and the content releases, as far as we can see, are actually, they're just insane. These devs have cooked beyond cooking. It's just crazy, this is. Now, I'm pretty sure they've been, they're working on a lot of heroes, and they've got pre-launch heroes complete, ready to go, or very close to being
33 heroes already?
The game. And we know we're going to get the Fantastic Four. Now, we don't know if we're going to get all 4 of them immediately when season 1 begins.
Yeah.
You could probably bet on getting at least 2 of them. Maybe you even get 3 of them. 4 of them might be insane. Maybe we just get 1 and then another one comes out a few weeks later. But they've already committed
when was this made?
to the game.
When this video made?
Can you imagine
a few days
launching
back?
that number of heroes in a season? Now, the thing with Rivals is the season duration is about 3 months long, I believe. The dev said that in their dev update video they put out, kind of saying, hey, we're going to bring new maps, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And yeah, seasons are going to be about 3 months long, which is a pretty long season. So if you only get 4 heroes in a season,
I'm actually
this sounds
glad
crazy to say again. Yeah, maybe that's not that much.
Sorry, I gotta pause it, but I have to agree. I'm glad that the season gonna take like a while to finish, because they're like, my God, if you play any other big game with season in it, like for some reason the season continue on and on and on. Like, oh yeah, but like for example, I'm gonna bring Overwatch. Like Overwatch, like I don't know how many days does that take before the season ends? I can't remember, but I know that takes like a week or 2, a month. I don't know how many, but literally it feels like there's unnecessary amount of seasons isn't in some of the games. Like, oh, there's for some reason in season 50 or 100 for no reason, because they made it so that the episode made it so that it, you know, ends a certain amount of time. I mean, isn't season supposed to last for like a while? Either way, that's just my 2 cents. But it's just exhausting, because then you gotta keep, because for people who are not casual, would have to keep up consistently. Sorry about that. Mama Knight came in here to basically give me some candy. Sorry about that. But yeah, like back on topic, like, and people will have to consistently keep up with the seasons. Like if you're like a veteran in a game or a competitive kind of person, you would have to consistently keep basically up with the seasons. I mean, for no reason. Oh man, let's try the hut. I gotta put this somewhere where this smell. Hold on, I'll be back. Hold up. Sorry about that. I had like I said, my mom and I came here and brought me China, and the smell, it just rolled up my hands. Just rolled up on my hands. Sorry about that. Okay, as I was saying, back on the topic at hand, before I interrupted myself. But yeah, like I said before, yeah, and seriously, that's just tiring. I had to say, very tiring just to consistently keep up with the seasons. All right, there you go. But yeah, back up. So yeah, that's about it. That's my 2 cents. So let's continue on with the video. Sorry about that.
Much it actually is, guys. It's actually insane. But like, they can't keep adding heroes at that rate. Surely, can they? I don't know. What they're definitely doing with this is they're getting.
Like I said,
this sounds a little.
The trailer just got announced today.
A dickhead. I'm going to be honest, a bit big-headed.
Wherever this video pops up.
Talk about it, and I don't mean sit down and make videos.
From whenever this video pop up.
Talking about it. So then I think, yeah, surely other people must be talking about it, and I know they are. My friends are talking about this game. They're talking about the new heroes coming. They send me, oh God, have you seen this leak for this hero? And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? Like, spoiler, Blade looks insane. Blade is incredible. I love Blade. Blade's awesome. But I'm like, what? This
yeah, we got
Ultron. I'm not going to list them all because I don't want to spoil stuff. But
there's like a lot of characters coming.
Wow, this is crazy. But the fact that they've already delivered on this content so far seems insane. So we launched with Season 0, which is a small season.
Still waiting for Doctor Doom.
Relative to the content in it. The Battle Pass for this season is $5 because it contains, I suppose, theoretically, half of the content that's going to be in an actual Battle Pass. When Season 1 comes out, this is the start of the game. This is them saying, this is our content, we're going to show you what we're going to do, and then we're going to keep up with our output, because surely that's the plan. And I just cannot think, if you're a dev from another company looking at this, how can they possibly have this number of heroes ready to go, this amount of content?
Because they're doing work.
We're going to get tons of balance changes. Obviously, I haven't even spoke about stuff like the skins and that have been added to the game. There's loads of stuff being added to the game constantly.
So I'm getting distracted by the background.
It feels alive. And I think this is one of the issues with live service games. You've got to keep... And then this is kind of cheesy PR speak, but you've got to keep constantly delighting the players, which keeps them engaged, which keeps them coming back. You can't let them stagnate. And these guys haven't done that yet, but they have launched with a shit ton of content.
Oh, yeah.
Heroes in the game at launch is crazy.
Who are all super powered in their own right.
Maps and game modes. But they're going to build upon that in the future and go ahead.
Hopefully the next season we're going to get new maps.
We've still been playing this game like crazy, pumping hours and hours.
You never know, we might get like the Fantastic Tower in that.
It's insane.
In the multiversal map.
The launch. Now, this is, I think, a really clever one and a really big one. So, firstly, NetEase, they publish Blizzard games in China. The relaunch of Overwatch 2 is going to come in February in China. NetEase are the distributor for that. So, NetEase have got control over where their main rival comes out in China. So maybe that's why they're delayed. But even so, does that really matter? Because if you
I don't think Overwatch is going to succeed.
It's all of the players from all of the other live service style games you've got out there.
This game is literally currently dominating.
Right? Maybe they're getting
the FPS model right now.
Players.
Not all of it.
Disgruntled with the game. You know, the fell out of love with Warzone, whatever. Obviously, you've got Overwatch players. You've got potentially League of Legends players. You could just list all these live service games off.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like sort of struggling a little bit for player base, and players are looking for something to do. Maybe looking for something to grind out.
Yeah.
And Rivals has just gone. Oh, by the way, here you go. Come and play this. And there's a lot more crossover.
Oh yeah, this is gonna basically going to start eating up everything.
Like, stupid as this sounds, I think players just like third person. I mean, if you're playing Fortnite, you're going to be more, I suppose, predisposed to go and play a third person game, especially a third person shooter, over an FPS game, which does feel quite a bit different. Like FPS feels totally different to third person shooters. So maybe that's something to be aware of.
But even still,
actually, the launch window of the game was almost...
But even still, I think all shooter games should be put on notice.
Obviously, it's not by
because
it is by design to some degree.
More rounds are starting to expand, and it's only a matter of time before...
So talking to the game
gets
very accessible.
Starts devouring everyone.
All I mean by this
players start leaving those games.
It's not that hard to play.
I'm not saying it would.
First, I was like...
I'm not saying it would.
Prick.
I'm just saying it might.
Honest, I'm going to use the bad language because it needs to be used. And I was like... this game doesn't... I mean, it's fun. Everyone's got, crazy abilities. Everyone's moving all over the place. Everyone's having a moment in the sunshine. Oh, I've got MVP. I've done this.
Oh, yeah.
It feels awesome. But actually, is it that tactical? Is it that hard to play? Can you play this to a higher level?
It depends.
Than you can other games. And, well, to be honest, I think this is a bit complicated. So, firstly, the game's new. All I mean by that is we're still working out what the meta is and who are the strongest heroes. Yeah. We already see... You can see who are the strong heroes.
Yes, but to this day, people can't... There's not a concise list.
Strange, seen as one of the best tanks. Hulk is really strong. Then you've got things like the team-ups where you go, okay...
Oh my god.
Really strong together.
Currently, nobody can make a concise list right now.
Developing in that kind of way. But all I mean by this point is it isn't set in stone. It is still flexible, and players still aren't really sure how to actually laser in and focus on the heroes. Whereas if you look at any other game out there...
I'm currently playing Venom,
accepted meta because
and I'm kind of starting to get used to him.
Whereas this is
actually
quite brand new, so it does make it more accessible in a way. Things like competitive as well. Now, the competitive system in the game, it is fine. I mean, I'm enjoying playing it. I don't feel like I'm particularly having terrible games. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of trolls in the games. Now, I know there will be trolls in online games, right? You're going to get them. You're going to get people messing about and all that stuff. It's just whatever. It's part of the game. This is the way these games are. You're never going to get rid of them. But there are little things it does well, like when you report a player, the fact that it actually sends you an in-game mail saying the action has been taken against the player, names the player and tells you the action. I've got 4 people that I've reported that have had action against them. Obviously, it's not just me reporting them, it's a volume of reports, but what action is taken. And you think,
when I saw that,
you feel like a valued member of that community.
Another content creator
I think
did.
that's just more. Well, that is accessible, right? Because you feel like, wow, I've actually done something here. Again, take a game like Overwatch. There's no way they tell you they ever took action against anyone.
And they could just say, oh.
Tell you, right? So that's not correct. They don't tell you the type of action.
But they won't say no. And then probably that person will come back.
Tell you the name of the player. Of course, you could work it out. If you've only reported one person and then they have action taken against them, but it's obviously that person, right? You don't know what the action is. Were they muted? Were they banned? Were they restricted from matchmaking? Who knows, right? But yeah,
plus they can just come back the next day.
It's very fun. It's very fast. It's very flashy in a good way. I think you have that. You get those moments of adrenaline. You get those rush moments. You get those moments of wow, I can't believe that just happened. You get that.
Oh yeah.
And Overwatch was good for this, but that expertly designed last minute fight, last second fight. It's 99% on the point, and it's one fight and one clutch ultimate comes in, and maybe that's your ultimate and you win. You absolutely remember those gaming moments.
Also, you can basically
they're almost golden.
It's encouraged to change your main in here.
Over and over.
To counter the enemy.
Again, much like Overwatch does, but this is
as you know, I have 2 other tank mains right now.
Just so good. Developer communication. Now, this is one Overwatch have sort of been okay at sometimes, and sometimes not great, and sometimes good at. At the moment, Rivals look like they're doing okay. When a problem pops up, and you can see community talking about it, whether that's on internet forums, whether that's on social media, on Reddit, you name it, on YouTube, in YouTube video comments, on TikTok, whatever. they react to it quite fast, and they react to it in a very good way. So one example of this is mouse acceleration on PC.
Okay.
Now, you can actually disable mouse acceleration in the editing one of the ini files. They don't recommend you do that, and
that was a good
don't do that just in case it causes some issues with the game. But they're going to add this as an option in the game. They've spoke about this publicly, and it is coming to the game. It is good to see that. It is awesome to see that speed of changing things up. More recently, there was a false ban wave going through, I think on Mac and other operating systems, which they have already addressed and said, no, we're going to fix this, we're going to sort it out, don't worry, we'll make that happen.
That was good.
This is like really good developer communication out of the gate. Like, they have started with the launch of the game. They've got dev update videos, which are okay. You know, it's always nice to put a face to the developers and see them speak.
I just want to know whether or not you make sure the game is good.
Active on social media platforms as well, which is good to see. But they just seem to be reacting really quick. Primarily for me through Discord. I see comments in the Discord server where it'll be like a news update or a game update, and they're saying, hey, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And it's just really good to see. I think that is awesome. And this kind of ties into, I suppose, building a positive community around the game. Now, yeah, it's easy to sit here and go, oh, well, this
so far,
great. I'm loving it. It's awesome at the moment.
Yeah, so far it's doing good right now.
Feels new.
We'll see like in the future.
A couple of months down the line.
Exactly.
I think if you look at the extreme end of that, you get Overwatch players who have played the game for a long time, and maybe they were playing the game because they didn't have any sort of other similar options in the hero shooter genre, and so they kept defaulting back to Overwatch. But they become sort of disillusioned with the game, disillusioned, I should say, with the game. And it kind of spreads into like a form of negativity to their comms in the game, their comms out of the game, and that's not a great place to be in. Rivals, though, isn't suffering from this at the moment because everyone's kind of like, wow, we're playing.
Dude, I'm so focused on the background right now.
So maybe that's a,
sorry,
I don't know, a bit of a negative.
My eyes like focused on the background.
I think at the moment, it feels like a really positive community. And then I guess going on from that, you've got the beginnings of an esports scene being built around the game.
Oh yeah.
In terms of the competitive.
Now, whether this will become esports, that's a whole nother thing.
That directly at Overwatch, I think you would be a bit crazy to argue that this is more competitive than Overwatch. Overwatch has got some really high skill heroes. Obviously, Rivals has as well. But Overwatch is a lot more developed. There's a lot of, years and years of practice has gone into that game by various pros, and it's just played at such an ultra high level that Rivals, it's going to be difficult for it to get to that level. But I think this is where things get really interesting, right? Because it comes down to this. I think Rivals, because it focuses more on... And I don't
Sorry, an ad appeared there.
I play loads of Rivals, like way more Rivals now than I play Overwatch. But I think it focuses on the casual audience.
This is like the only one I've so far FPS that I basically have been playing constantly.
Competitive audience. But
every other one
still delivers.
I kind of stopped.
Competitive experience.
Overwatch, that's another story.
Play comp, whereas Overwatch can feel a bit daunting when you go into comp as compared to the casual quick play modes. And that might actually be a blessing in disguise for Rivals because it is more accessible. It is more, hey, you can get into the game and then maybe you can push through competitive. And then, like even right now, they've even got the in-game tournament system where you can then start forming teams once you get to a certain rank, I believe. But even beyond that, we've seen the Invitational, and we're going to see more of these Rivals competitions. They are backed by NetEase and by the game developers.
Yeah, we both know who NetEase is, but still,
moment like a very sort of
still they know what they're doing.
Sports, and that is that's
plus they're giving us freaking characters you want
because you want to build a scene organically. Because what happens through that is it becomes very resilient. If the game is great and the community is great and the
I should have just made a more rival.
It will grow. It will naturally grow.
Contact
again, not to rag on Overwatch, but Overwatch was doing that before it came out with the whole Overwatch League thing. But it was building a grassroots esports ecosystem which can then grow. And you guys might be thinking, Sty, why do you even care about esports? Well, I really like watching esports. I mean, one of the things I like is watching high-level players. And I suppose, actually, if you guys have seen some of the videos I've put out on the channel recently, you'll see I'm spectating literally the top players on the ladder because, again, the game is so slick and so well made that it facilitates you literally going to the leaderboards, clicking on the players, and provided they've set their settings to public and you can see what matches they're playing in, you can literally watch their replays in the client. That is incredible. That is so good.
I need to go watch other people's. I need to. Who are the leaderboards anyway?
Perspective.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
The best players and learn from what they're doing, and that is.
Did that Silence survive?
To get better at the game.
They need to like increase the output a little bit.
Players in the world.
She literally was like in the middle of it.
I play in a totally different way now, and I'm getting way better results simply because the game lets you do that. It's awesome. It's really good. So then, let's get down to it. How long do you think this will last? I think, looking at the stats,
I don't know.
This game's got a very long lifespan.
Yeah.
I also think,
especially if players keep coming.
What I've experienced playing the game so far,
should have used a shield.
It feels like that thing you want to sit down and play. It's got that thing of, hey, I want to learn a new hero. I want to learn a new style. That is great. What it does,
I've been using like the bots in order to like
variety, really
help choose different heroes in quick play too.
Please no, Kylanart. I hate Kylanart. I hate the first point of that. It's just horrible. It's horrible. Like it's either a complete you're just dead in the spawn, or you just get nowhere. It feels,
Jesus.
dare I say it, like a Hanamura or a Volskaya Industries first point. But yeah, so it's not all like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I think it's just come out at a really good time. It's really refreshed the genre.
Especially since people are really hungry for this kind of game.
Talking about the impact this has had on Blizzard. I mean, I've touched on this in videos.
Yeah.
Blizzard literally sitting there going, oh, what the hell? This is not what we expected. And
yeah, really?
For the first time ever, we've now got a competitor which is saying we have got the same sort of visual clarity to our hero designs, our art direction, and our presentation that you've got. And it's like, uh-oh.
Now basically...
But wait, the gameplay is actually really fun.
So now Blizzard is going to have to do something. Overwatch is going to need to do something.
I mean, like I've said, I'm on record saying this on videos, and I do believe this. It is good that you've got direct competition in any industry because it pushes you to innovate. You can't just sit there and go, well, we're the top.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need to do anything. No, you're the top dog.
You got to keep pushing.
When you're at the top, it's about staying at the top. And, you know, games like Overwatch have had a bit of a troubled history with that. But again, it'll just be over to them. Let's see what they do. But for right now, Rivals, it's absolutely going nowhere, this game. I'm going to be very surprised if the game doesn't break its 480,000 all-time peak very soon. I mean, that's insane. Think when
I'm still playing it
launches, which is very soon.
I might make dude, I gotta make a week before I just play freaking games.
I think I put this video out on
just kind of these kind of games for no reason.
I think it is the day, if I can remember. Maybe I should just look at
probably the last one.
Then
I'll decide that
on the Monday next week, so on the 6th, there's going to be a trailer. And what will happen then? Will that hype the community even more? Because already new heroes in the game, actually crazy. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this video at that. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I want to know what your experience.
Man, I can't. I'm so distracted by the background, man.
As I'm addicted, because
I'm addicted too. I'm looking at the background. I'm like barely putting in the input. I'm so sorry.
I played for a couple of hours and
I'm showing this guy's off.
I haven't had a game which has delivered that for a while, especially one with a ranked system, with a reason to grind away, and that's just fun. I mean, it is just literally fun. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below.
Okay.
I've been Stylosa, and if you do like the video, it really, really does help. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. See you soon.
Okay, well, I'm going to pause there because there might be an ad after this. But yeah, either way, I have to agree with basic currently small rivals. It's literally also just like, no, I'm just going to be talking my piece here. If you don't want to be here for the rest of the video, you can just leave right now. I'm just going to be talking my piece. There's no more video after this. So if you basically like the video, comment, subscribe down below. And all that. Comment, subscribe down below. Join my dog Garby. Like and share the video. And also don't forget to press the black bell button to be notified when my videos pop up and all that. And yeah, and also my dog means dismissed. Alright, now continue on. Just to let you know. Yes, Mario Rivals, I have to say is, like I said, I'm just talking about peace. If you're here for that, thank you. But I have to say is, yes, I agree. Mario Rivals, I'm trying to remember everything, but I'm so distracted by Mario Rivals. My brain like was going 100 miles a moment. But like back on topic. I'm trying to remember this, but Mario Rivals, I have to say, yeah, I agree. This game is literally what people have been looking for. No one, and it's basically people are hungry. I'm gonna say this. He didn't say it, but people are hungry for this kind of game. People have been starving for something else besides Overwatch. For such a long time that when the trailers came out, people were wondering, is this gonna be good? Is this gonna be good? People have been playing the beta. People have been talking about the beta a lot, and when this game came out, holy freaking, everything. This game literally blew it out of the park, and literally everyone's been playing. I mean, I literally played it. I was having fun. Of course, in the beginning, we were all basically having MVPs everywhere, but even still, everybody was enjoying themselves. I have been enjoying it. Heck, I've literally at least had a chance of winning matches. Unlike other freaking games, which skill issue, whatever you want to call it, other FPSs, like for example Overwatch, you would probably get killed off every 5 seconds because the other team manages to freaking hit you from across the freaking app or something, and you can't even get closer. This one, I can get in there, survive a little bit, try to be a distraction for the enemy, for my team to get back in there, which I have done with my Venom, and I have really basically managed to hold on until I get killed off. But still, I managed to keep it the second. I mean, I actually distracted the entire team. They actually ran towards me, but they left the point by themselves, which gave my team a chance. Either way, back on topic. But literally, and also all the characters. Now, I'm not going to talk about how the Chrono Triggers is a problem right now. That's an entirely different issue. But let's just say that there needs to be a way to convert those tokens into basically to blue ones. I'm just saying. Someone needs to start suggesting Chrono tokens should be convertible to blue tokens. Alright? But either way, doesn't matter. And literally, at the gameplay, you can play this game. You can last long. You can fight. You have a chance to survive this. And plus, even if you get swamped, you can still have fun in it. I still get pissed off every once in a while. But what this game has is that I can play against bots if I wanted to basically release some stress to beat the living heck out of bots. Now, the bots do get a brain sometimes. They're going to need to increase the difficulty on the bots on the medium and hard on those ones. I'm just saying. But I can literally beat the bots and basically have it and relax myself. Yeah, I may not be against players, but I'm really beating bots. Plus, you can literally complete the challenges, which that's a whole different issue. Challenges in there as well. Like, oh, you don't want to play against players because, no, you just here to get, like, do the challenges. You can just play against the bots. Play against the bots for a bit. They still need to put PvE content. I'm hoping they put PvE content soon because that is literally the killing stroke against Overwatch. But until then, we're just got to wait. And plus, right now, oh my god, I can't wait to see what else they bring out. Seriously, I'm waiting for Dr. Doom. I need to see Dr. Doom. They seriously announced him. They already got the voice actor for him. Where is Dr. Doom? Where is Dr. Doom? Where is Victor Von Doom? Seriously, where is he? It would be surprising if they just added Fantastic Four and then at the same time they secretly added Doctor Doom at the same time to surprise players. Dude, that would actually be pretty epic. They would probably be looking at a fine code saying, okay, is there anything about Doctor Doom, about these characters? Either way, get back on topic. But yeah, and plus, I'm able to do so. Heck, I'm able to play quick match, which I can just play, and people are not playing seriously on as much there, but you can still play it. And even on basic competitive, yes, it's still a pain in the butt, but you can still be able to have a chance to win, especially when you decide to switch your different characters. This game encourages you to switch to different characters to try to beat the enemy team. I should know, I have 2 other tank mains. My main is my freaking Venom, but then I also went to basically Groot and also Doctor Strange, who are basically able to wield what Groot does shields. The other Doctor Strange uses his freaking shield like Reinhardt, and literally those 2 characters. Again, those are my 3 top mains. I don't have any other. I think my other main is like Rock Raccoon, but that's like whenever we don't have a healer on the team. But either way, yes, I don't do duelists as much because I don't know. I'm Jack. I'm freaking trash on that. But either way, the fact that Maras has Sonic characters and it encourages you to play different characters is amazing. You want to play a different character, just figure. And plus, there's Conquest, which literally let's just let you can't switch. So once you choose one, it's done. Which literally doesn't matter because people are just running around the battlefield claiming like freaking points. So basically, choose whatever freaking character you want in there and just have fun with it on that side. And it's just freaking awesome. Not only that, like I said, it is so. And people have been so tired with all this freaking damn realism in games that literally, I'm so glad when this game comes out. Dude, look at the characters. The dudes are like freaking jacked beyond belief. The girls are freaking hot as heck. Freaking hot as heck on the. Hold up, I'm thinking about to sneeze. Sorry about that. But like I said, the girls are hot as heck. I mean, seriously, I don't think the last I seen Overwatch do anything about hot characters or even jacked up characters in that one. Either way, I have not seen some FPS that have this kind of stuff, and where I get to look at the characters and say, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Seriously, freaking, and I can't wait to basically when season 10 begins. You bet your butt I'm gonna be playing that game, playing that for freaking you know what? if what was I thinking? Sorry, you bet your butt I'm gonna be playing that game because I want to play. I keep coming back. Like I said, I played other FPSs, and I literally stopped because after a while I kind of just get stopped. There's no reason. I just basically stopped playing that because I stopped enjoying that because I get killed off way too fast. This one, I literally am in there and I'm able to freaking play the game. Seriously, able to play it. I mean, I can get in the, and I already said this before, I can get into the battlefield and basically change the game. In fact, let's go and basically possibly be the change to help the team. I think I've actually been a few times, been the reason why our team won because I switched my main to another tank main. Like I said, Groot or Doctor Strange, depending on the situation, and basically depending how I use them, I'm basically able to basically help the team win. But still, either way, it is amazing how that works. And you could just be the start. No, freaking getting it. And also, they need to fix the highlights because, seriously, what is up with the highlights? I have a little bit of a thing against the highlights because literally, I have literally gotten a kill streak of 3 with Venom. And yet, for some reason, somebody else basically got 1. Took them way too long to get a double streak. And then that was it. And yet, they got play of the game. How can you? I'm a tank. I know I'm a tank, but god dang. What the heck? Why am I not getting to play the game? How hard is it to get a highlight for a tank in this game? What is the freaking things? I mean, even against bots, I'm getting like a freaking massive streaks. I like I said, I get 3 streaks and I still get taken out by another person that literally takes 1 hit, then the next hit, and then that's the cut, and that's it. And something's barely at all. What the heck? And I've seen other ones, and they're basically more deserving as well. Still, when are they fixing the highlights? Seriously, I don't know. But tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me something if I'm wrong about this. Because seriously, I have Venom. I got 3 streaks, and still I didn't get highlights. I don't know. Somebody tell me what's going on there. Either way, that's another issue. But yeah, back on topic. Yes. But yeah, it's freaking hilarious. It's freaking awesome. That's my piece. This game is good. It's better than Overwatch. And just to let you know, I wasted my time on Overwatch. And trust me, I got pissed off way more on Overwatch than compared to basically Marvel Rivals. I got pissed off way more because I've either get taken out too easily. I basically got swamped by like 5 or 6 times in losing matches. Trust me, 6 times losing matches in a row. Which we both know that's probably their design. But this game... And so on forward. I wish so much 2 years of my life on that game. I regret it. I regret playing that game. I regret playing Overwatch. I will always say that. This Marvel Rivals, I have yet to stop playing this. I've basically played Marvel Rivals ever since the release. I have not stopped it at all. And I'm glad for it. And I'm basically happy. And like I said, if I get losing, and plus, even if I lose 2 matches, I still have a chance to win the 3rd one. And if I have several matches I lose in a row, I could just go to the bots to relax myself. Yeah, freaking put on easy, start whooping, have a victory. Yeah, look at that. Have a little bit of a pity party where I basically able to win against bots. Yeah, that's how I roll. That's how I relax. But also, I have to say, also something that they need to put more PvE content. If they put PvE content, that could be doing good. Now, here's the part. Here's the other thing is that I do think they need to add more stuff into the game. Hold up. I'm trying to remember this. One thing is that can they add a MOBA here? I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying can they? Because another hero game predecessor, formerly Paragon, has their own basic PvE thing. Has their own MOBA. If they can put a MOBA in here where basically you're going to have to choose a hero and go down the map line. Now, of course, you basically have to choose your character, or you can change your character. I don't know. They can still change your character as well. I don't know. We're gonna. That's their own thing. Then you could be pretty interesting to have your Marvel heroes like going against each other. I mean, it would make sense actually because you have like the fighting force, like you know how Doctor Doom was fighting against his 29-9 Doom, and now we're getting the big bad Dracula coming in here, and you gotta fight it. I think it would make sense because then you have 2 rivaling forces fighting each other, and you're trying to dominate the land. It would make a lot of sense if you think about it. That's just me. Also, can they make like a Battlefield 1 World War 1 version? If you play that multiplayer level, can they make it so where you defend against the enemy, and then the opposing team has to go all the way to the end of the track to basically completely defeat the other team? And if they completely lose at certain points, they basically automatically lose. Still get pity stuff, but still, That's what I think. Can they do that? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go type in Battlefield 1, World War 1, and the first Battlefield, the one I think they rebooted it? I think that was the one with the blimp. Right? I can't remember. Which one is the one that had the tracks here? Where you basically win one map, go to the next map, and then continue on forward. I don't know. So let me know. Either way, that's what I think they should probably do. Now, for content, for PvE, I know this has been done so many times, but I think they should add a horde mode. That I know people are going to be saying something bad here, but if people are going to come after me for this, but they should add a horde mode to this. Now, the reason why is because in the trailer, when Dr. Doom was invading, he was sending out his minions, his Doom bots. I mean, come on. At this point, you might as well just add a horde mode because you see all this trailers, you see everyone fighting, you see the self-cares fighting Doom bots. I think having a basically, I know it probably might not work, maybe, but hey, you never know. With a lot of enemies fighting around, you going and defeating enemies with attacks, it may be a sticky situation, but having you fight a hordes of enemies and minions from the enemy could actually potentially be alright. But like I said, I have no idea if they'll be able to do it. It may take a lot more work to do it, but hey, you never know. I mean, they literally, if they wanted, they could literally start going in. I mean, they could do it as an experiment to see, hey, here it is, we're doing an experiment here, beta or something, to basically see if you like this, and if they do it, and if people don't like it, they just figure throw it away. Something. Because literally, I do think this game has the potential to basically start expanding beyond the realms of Overwatch. Against Overwatch. And basically have more into the other territories, because literally a lot of people have been playing, and there's a lot of people playing FPS games, and they're basically getting tired of those games right now. This game is currently starting to hit home, and if this continues on, I will not be surprised if Call of Duty players start deciding to, you know, I'm gonna go play this a bit, or especially right now, Apex Legends, which is currently suffering its own problems right now. Which right now, Apex Legends players may be looking at this game to, you know, I'm getting sick and tired of Apex. I'm going to go over to Mario Rise, see how this is. And literally, when that happens, you bet your butt. Because right now, Apex Legends is not doing so hot right now. It's literally getting to the point where it's not... Maybe it's time to take it to the back of the barn and, you know, just shoot and get rid of it. You know, it's only a matter of time. And with Mario Rise coming out, I would not be surprised if... Basically, Apex is going to be on the choppy block of being one of the games that are going to be in danger of getting defeated by Mario Rise. Because, like I said, Mario Rise is growing. And if this keeps up, it won't be long before other FPS games will be in danger. Now, I'm not saying they will, because, of course, those other games are their own genres. But remember, gamers are finicky sometimes. And when there's a game that's good, very good, they will gravitate to that. Including people of other genres. They will gravitate to the game if it's good enough. I would not be surprised if, like I said, other FPS games literally come to this games will be starting to get scared of this. I'm not saying they will. I'm just saying they might. And yeah, that's my 2 cents about how they can make the game more better. They need to seriously put in some more maps, put in some more modes, put in some modes, something. Heck, Larry, like I would not be heck if they decide, maybe they could put like levels for different heroes. Like, oh, you play this character, you gotta go do these characters levels or something or anything, something. I don't know what they could do, and also. Yeah, and I have no idea, and that's about my 2 cents on that one. Now, if you made it all the way here, and that's my 2 cents on the other situation, sorry. So, yeah, that's about it I can say about that. That's my piece. If I have anything left to say that you think they should do, let me know. But now for my hilarity of irony for Overwatch, basically, I'm going to say this right now. The hilarity and the irony of Overwatch is so immense here. That the fact that this is happening now is hilarious. Now, if you don't know, Overwatch, was a deciding factor for a little bit of a basic face-off for another game that unfortunately got nuked out of existence by Overwatch. Trust me, it did. If you don't know, I'll leave the name up here, called Battleborn. Yes, Battleborn. I think that's the name is. And I am not surprised you don't know this game because, like I said, Overwatch nuked it out of existence. Literally, if I think I got this correct, basically released their game on the same day as Battleborn and completely nuked it, completely destroyed it. Basically made Battleborn obsolete to the point where it was literally about to die, and literally updates didn't come in. And when updates did finally come in, it was way too late for this game. And also, basically to the point where the Battleborn had basically the creator said that he was going to use off-brand, or in other words, the places where we guys and girls go to have our alone time to watch freaking girls and guys and everything, whatever you prefer, where we go in, have our fun time of fapping by ourselves. Obviously, we both go to the freaking girls. We obviously go there for seeing the girls there. Either way, sorry, back on topic. Yes, Battleborn, the creator said he was going to use that, the off-brand stuff, I'm just going to say it because I don't think anyone's going to watch this far. Porn, basically to help its game survive. Which hilariously, basically everybody, which I have no idea if this is true or not, people mock the game creator, and also the game for basically saying that why are you going to using porn to basically have the game survive. Oh, how ironic. The irony. By right now that Overwatch is currently on life support, and guess what this game's life support is? You guessed it, porn. This game is on life support of porn, and hilariously, the irony that this game has gone so far that it needs porn to survive. I'm not joking. Seriously, you go talk to anybody you know, and I bet you that literally 90% of the time, 99%, I'm just going to do that because, I hate Overwatch. But 99% of the time, literally, you're going to hear some people say, oh yeah, I know this character. Yeah, she's from a porn video, right? They'll say, people will know these characters more from porn than they know from, actual game. And they get surprised when they say, wait, she's actually from a game? Yes, it's sad. The pure irony of this is hilarious. Like I said before, this game is on life support by porn, and the very game they nuked out of existence needed that to survive, but it failed, but it died off. Now it's this. Overwatch, the irony is so hilarious. Seriously, how ironic. What's the more I have to say is that this could be wrong or not, that how Battleborn has finally got its revenge on Overwatch. I'm not saying, but beyond the grave, Battleborn got revenge on Overwatch by dragging it down to where they were supposed to be, having to be on life support with porn. Literally, now you can say I'm wrong or not, but you cannot deny the fact that the irony is here. You can literally laugh at the fact that Battleborn literally tried to use that, and now Overwatch is the one using it. Literally, the irony, how they nuked their rivals out of existence, and they needed to use that, and they tried to use porn to survive, and they failed. Now Overwatch is getting nuked out of existence by Marvel rivals. Now, obviously, people, you can say whether or not Overwatch is going to die, is not going to die, is still going to survive. I'm telling you this now. Marvel Rivals is currently picking up steam. And if they add PvE, Overwatch is dead. PvE content, trust me, when they put that in, they need to do that. Overwatch is dead. There's no way you can say anything about it. After that, it's going to be on life support, but it's going to die. Whether we like it or not. Whether you like it or not. The only people that would be left there would be the loyalists and people who are whales. That's the only way that game is going to live. Either way, Marvel Rivals is cooking right now. I'm happy. I'm going to keep playing that. And oh my god, I'm going to enjoy what they bring out in any other season and any new characters and any new stuff. I can't wait to see what kind of they bring out next. And Overwatch, well, how does it feel to taste the piece of irony pie or cake that the fact that you're basing on life support with porn? How does it feel that you nuked Battleborn out of existence and now you're using the exact same method to stay alive? The irony is such sweetness. I'm just saying. Battleborn has gotten their revenge from beyond the grave. You can say I'm wrong all you want, but that's what I say, and it's hilarious. But either way, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will leave the link down below so you don't have to hear my beautiful voice. If you're still here, thank you for watching all the way to the end. And also, let me know in the comments what you think they should add in the game. Aim here. Should they add more levels? Should they add more content? Should they add more levels? Should they add more maps? Should they add more basically levels so that way you can play it like for the ones I suggested? Or do you have any other content that you want to see add in there? Do you think anything else besides this, or do you think they are all right now and this should just stay like this? What do you suggest? And also, do you agree that they need to add PvE content here? Because just fighting against the AI is not enough. We need to have dedicated PvE sooner or later. Come on. We need to start shouting this from the rooftops. And also, what do you think about Overwatch having the R? And what do you think? Do you agree with me on Overwatch being ironically using porn to basically stay on live support? Do you think it's hilarious that they're using the exact same method that Battleborn tried to use back then? Or do you think I'm wrong and it just has nothing to do with Battleborn? Or do you think Battleborn didn't even bother coming back from the dead? Let me know. Also, hilarious to think that, who knows what could have happened if Battleborn had survived. Who knows what kind of fan arts and battles that could have happened. It could be very interesting. But that game died before you even got a chance. Either way, let me know in the comments. Do you think it's ironic that Overwatch is doing this? Or do you think I'm wrong? Let me know in the comments. Either way, subscribe, comment down below if you enjoyed it to join my dark army. Like and share the video to basically spread my influence around. Or take that as you will. And also, press the black bell to be notified when my videos come out. Because, YouTube channel is about it. And yeah, that's about it. And for right now, no, I can't say that. My dark minions dismissed!